Hi everyone, it's Thea here, just here to spill some more tea for you guys, and this time it is about Chris Tyson from the Mrbeast channel, or Mrbeast channels, because there is more than one Mrbeast channel. There are a number of them, and he actually works with and works for Mrbeast, and he is a close friend of Mrbeast. I know I'm going to get the pronouns wrong in this video, so please bear with me. I'm doing my best to try to get all the pronouns right. So Chris has publicly come out and said that Chris is on hormone replacement therapy and is transitioning. So I think that a lot of people online are now speculating that Chris Tyson is making a lot of the other people on the Mrbeast channel, his co-workers and friends, uncomfortable because of his transitioning and Chris becoming a different gender. So people have been pointing out in videos, in comments, under videos, under the reaction channel videos in particular, that it looks really awkward and it's just weird, and the vibe isn't the same with Chris and, for example, Chandler, or Chris and Mrbeast himself, Jimmy. Also, people have been claiming that he's only transitioning, another channel, someone who has actually collaborated with the Mrbeast channel before, has claimed that this is not the real Chris and he shouldn't be transitioning. So it's quite interesting to hear people's thoughts and opinions on the situation. But ultimately, I do believe that this is Chris's choice. And if Chris wants to transition, it is up to Chris. It's Chris's life. And Chris can do ultimately what Chris wants to do in life. And people should just be more accepting of the situation and just leave Chris be. But I looked into the reaction channels and some of the other channels too, and I do feel like there is a bit of a difference between the way everyone is acting, the coerciveness, I don't know how to say that word, but the kind of like camaraderie, the kind of like chemistry between all the people on the channel, on the Mrbeast channel. I feel like the energy has shifted in a sense, because it is a different situation. It is something that is not extremely common, and not a lot of people have gone through their friends transitioning. So I feel like it is a big change for all the other people on the Mrbeast channel, and it is something that they are kind of like learning as they go. So of course there will be like a learning curve, and of course it all will be different, because the energy is shifting and someone is turning into a different gender. So it is kind of a bit of a culture shock to them all, but I'm sure behind the scenes they are all doing their best to help Chris on his journey, and I feel like they are doing the best they can. And I feel like it's really harsh for people to judge that Chris should not be doing this, and that the rest of Chris's friends on the channel and co-workers are super uncomfortable and they're not happy that Chris is transitioning at all. So I feel like people should not be commenting things like that, because it is not particularly nice, and I don't really think that it is helpful to the transitioning process of Chris, and also for Chris's mental health too. And I'm sure it is very uncomfortable for Chris's friends and family and co-workers to read these comments. But like I said before, yes, I do think there is a clear difference in the channel and how the interactions between Chris and the rest of the people on the channel is from what it used to be, say just a couple of years ago. But that is understandable to me, because it is a big change, and change takes a while to get used to. So I feel like that's totally natural and normal. But for people to pick it apart on something that's such a delicate matter like this, I feel that is terrible. Like, people online picking it apart, that's the terrible bit, not the way his friends are and coworkers are acting. They're just acclimatizing to this change, much like Chris is acclimatizing to the change that their body is going through right now. So I do want to hear your thoughts on this situation, if you guys agree with me or not, what you guys personally think about Chris's transitioning. If you guys have any other videos you would like me to make, please let me know in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and DM me if you have any tea you'd like me to spill. Just remember, everything that I've said and heard is alleged and is all my own opinions and thoughts. Like, share, comment, and follow and subscribe for more.